Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another video, folks. Today in this video, we're going to do a little bit of a sponsored video, quote unquote. Now, this one is a bit of a different type of video as compared to what I normally tend to do on this channel, but I do know that a lot of you guys subscribe to my channel do also make your own content. And of course, if you know anybody that does make any content on YouTube, share it with your friends and those people, because this is quite an important video that I'm making out here. I nearly fell for the scam, and this is of course with regards to a scam. It is a Rainway scam. Now of course, this is the official website for that company. However, there is a scam that is mimicking this, and it is actually quite decent because I did almost fall for it. Of course, I am very tech savvy, so I do know what to look out for. So let's go into the email that I received. Basically, I received an email from let me just go back out here, from a certain Scott Barrington. Probably butchered the name, but anyways, if we look at it, basically Mr. Scott, who is the CMO at Rainway Dashboard, he wants to collaborate or work with us in that, of course, we have to put, or if we agree, we will put videos in our videos that they have already made of 15 to 45 seconds. And of course, for that, we get paid. Now, this is the, I think, second email that I got. The first one I replied to, I was quite curious and intrigued to see what was going on. Now, if we look at the sender is Scott at Rainway.us. This is a bit of what I would call a amber flag, because you can buy these domain names. Now, if we go further down right here, we can see mailed by, and of course, again, a domain that you can hire. This is not a normal domain that you would see with a big company, but that's fine. Let's scroll into the other message that we got sent, and this is what it looks like. Now, if you want to read it, feel free to pause the video and go through it and read the whole thing. There's a lot of stuff here to see, but let's have a look before we get into anything at the domain, where it's been sent from. So again, as I understand it, this is a domain where you can send out multiple emails in, I suppose, quick succession. Again, same person right there, but let's go further down here. So he explains us what to do, or explains to us what to do, how it works, stuff like that, and of course, what the dashboard is for Rainway, or the Rainway dashboard. Now, of course, he gives us a little link to a video with regards to how to install this particular app. If you click on it, it will start the download. It is an MP4, and if we look at the video right here, and this is the video that you will download. So if you download it, you'll get this. It has some music on the background, but notice the poor quality of it. You don't really have a highlighted cursor, so you don't know what he's clicking on. First thing that pops up in mind right here, this is in Russian, so big red flag right there for me. And this is what got me to seriously doubt what is going on. If the guy is American, why has he got a Russian dashboard? Russian writing, basically, is what I meant. But as you can see, his operating system is in Russian, so a bit of a problem right here. He goes through the whole process of how to install yada yada bloody. We don't really care about that. We've installed many programs and apps, so we know what that is. Now let's go into further detail. He goes on to say that they have ready-made video voiceover clips of different lengths, and it goes on to say it's 15 seconds, 30 seconds, or 45 seconds, which you will need to integrate into your media platforms. It explains which ones they want to do with, and of course, then they give you this link, and if you click on it, it will take you to this particular page. And this is where things get interesting. This particular website is a website for developers to work together. And so in here, you would normally have lines of code, but instead, what we see is apparently the fees that you will be paid. Of course, it goes on to YouTube and Instagram, and of course, It goes with subscribers. Instagram, for a start, does not have subscribers, but hey, little detail right there, just in case you want to see this Mr. Scammer, maybe you might want to correct it. Then it goes into payment methods. Of course, we've got your bank transfer, PayPal, and this is the second red flag, and I mean major red flag that popped up. It goes into cryptocurrency. Now, I know a lot of scams and how they work on the internet, and they all involve cryptocurrency. Not very many companies have taken into paying with cryptocurrency. And so if we go further up and we check this guy out, we can see that this is a fairly new account, joined 26 days ago, only 7 followers, and this is the level of activity. So he's basically given us a link to his profile here on this particular website. These are the people that follow him. I'm guessing probably scammers as well, probably in it as well. We don't know, but I'm pretty sure that these would be scammers. Now let's go back to the email, which is right here. And then it basically tells you what to do. It goes into this link, which I haven't clicked and will not click, to get the Rainway app. This is a corrupted version of the Rainway app as far as I read about it, and this is very, very, very important right here. They highlighted this and they say registration does not go on GitHub but directly to the Rainway dashboard app. Right there, it's almost as if it's making it obvious that it is a scam. Okay, but there's more to show. So of course, here they kind of give a list of the pricings. We go further down, we have a nice picture which is actually very pixelated, as you can tell, as compared to everything else. So this is something that of course they have made themselves. I'm just looking at the poor quality of this picture, but let's go further down and we get a little message from a so-called Katrina, and apparently this person works for Rainway. Let's listen to the message because this is quite interesting.
Hello, dear influencer. This is Katrina, Marketing Director of the cloud gaming service Rainway. Thank you for responding so quickly. Now more than ever, cloud gaming is looking to take over the digital world completely. We need your help. We didn't come to you for nothing. We select influencers according to specific criteria. My team and I would like you to consider promoting Rainway in your social networks. This can be a pre-recorded and dubbed video, or you recorded and dubbed a short video of no more than 30 seconds. Price for the promotion will depend directly on the number of your subscribers. There is a link to an approximate price list in your letter. To start our collaboration, you need to become a Rainway partner. The instructions will be given in text form inside the letter. Once you become a Rainway partner, we will sign a contract with you, the influencer, and you will get the full amount transferred to your bank account within 2 days after signing the contract. But there is a warning. Any breach of the contract conditions will result in its termination and subsequent irrelevance. In case of transfer of funds to your bank account and failure to fulfill the terms of reference on your part within 2 weeks, we will be forced to apply to the court.
Okay, so the first thing that we noticed, the person that is actually reading out whatever they're reading out is not really that confident and almost seems to be whispering, almost sounds like a child in my mind, or potentially a young girl. But what is really interesting in this particular message is actually in the final bit right here. So I think it's somewhere around here.
The full amount transferred to your bank account within 2 days after signing the contract. But there is a warning.
So this is where the important thing comes in, and it kind of tells us and gives us a clue as to what type of scam it is. So just listen very carefully because this is the biggest giveaway.
Any breach of the contract conditions will result in its termination and subsequent irrelevance. In case of transfer of funds to your bank account and failure to fulfill the terms of reference on your part within 2 weeks, we will be forced to apply to the court.
Okay, so what
Hello,
does that
dear
mean? But
influencer.
oh,
This
let's
is
pause
Katrina.
this. So basically, this is a scam where it will get you to create this bogus account. When doing so, of course, they will steal all your personal data, potentially even attempt to hack into your YouTube channel if you do not have the two-factor authentication, which is really important. I suggest you do get that sorted if you don't already have it. Now, in that warning, they tell us what they're going to do if we breach the contract. So what they're going to do is they're going to create a bogus contract. We're going to sign it. And of course, they'll find some reason for us to fail the contract and claim that they have paid us and want us to pay them back or whatever. So basically, they want to get money off of you as well as your personal details. This is how the scam works as far as I can tell from what I have seen. Now, of course, if you do fall for it, I mean, I would probably, if you're falling for it, I would not even know how to suggest that you go about. Hopefully you don't. This is why I'm making this particular video. But there is more information out there for those that are interested. And let me just find the exact page that I have here. This is, of course, on Rainway's official website. And if you look through the website, you will see that there is a little article here. And if you click on it, I got contacted by a company that looks like Rainway. Are they affiliated with Rainway at all? And so the answer is no. Rainway is not affiliated with any companies that may email you asking for a sponsorship. All official emails will be sent with a @rainway.com. And the only time information is required from you is when you create an account on their website. So, of course, right off of this here, as you can see, they do try and get your personal details and stuff like that, which, of course, they may use it for themselves or, of course, sell it off to other scam call centers and scammers as a general thing. That is also a business, by the way. So, very, very important. Do not fall for it. Let's have a look right here what this website is. So this is GitHub, which is what I showed you before where we had that link. And if we briefly look at this, this is basically the confirmation of what I was telling you before. It's basically a website where companies and groups can work together on whatever they are coding. So it's basically for developers. And of course, he just gave us access to see his page. Only 7 followers. I mean, this is, there's a lot of red flags, and it is quite obviously a scam. It is at first sight, of course, very, very, very well done. It looks really well and well presented, but when you start breaking it apart and doing some research, and this is why it's important that you do your due diligence with anything that you get before you click on anything, and just Google it, try and see if people have fallen for it, and pay attention to the details. The devil is in the details, because this is how I realized that this was a scam. And yeah, it looks very, very good, very convincing at first glance until you start bringing things into question. For example, the quality of this particular photo right here. Then, of course, this message, big, massive red flag. And, of course, if we look at the sender, another red flag right here, or amber flag, whatever you want to call it. Then, of course, this is really dodgy, the quality of the video. If you go on the Rainway YouTube page, you will see that the quality of their videos is significantly better, and I did do that, and of course then I compared it to what they did. Actually, let me find their page on YouTube. Okay, so this is what their videos look like on their YouTube channel, and as you can see, big difference in quality, high production value and everything. So this compared to the video that we got sent, that is a big difference. Of course, I have turned off the music because there is music, so obviously we don't want to be infringing on any copyrights. So yeah, and of course I have a couple of videos. As you can see, they've been going for about a year by the looks of it with regards to their YouTube channel. But yeah, do not fall for it. And the reason I made this video, of course, as I said at the beginning, is because I know that some of you watching my content are YouTube content creators. And when you see something like this that is offering you this amount of money for 1,000 plus subscribers, it can be very tempting, especially bearing in mind that this is a 15-second snippet that they want you to put supposedly in your video. You know, if you have 5,000 subscribers, look at that. That's a good price, that right there. Yeah. And so this is very tempting. Do not fall for it. Have a look at it. I would question anything and everything that you get with regards to sponsorships and partnerships, because as a content creator that's been on YouTube for a very long time, I have seen quite a few. This is just one of the better ones, and it looks quite convincing from afar. And especially when they put out these prices, you may be tempted to jump head first, thinking, oh, I have hit it big and I'm gonna make some nice money off of it. Don't fall for it. Now, before I end the video, there is a quick mention to say here. Of course, as I said at the beginning of the video, I am advertising these guys on my channel, but not in the way that they intended. So what I'm going to do with this video, apart from just upload it to my channel and for you guys so that you are aware of it, I'm actually going to copy the link to the video and email it back to the scammers so that they know that, of course, I have advertised them. And I don't really want any money. I just want people to be aware. I want to see what their answer is, if any at all. Of course, if there is any answer from them, I will do a follow-up video. I'm probably going to make an educated guess and say that they will answer my email. We'll see what happens. But that is pretty much it for this video, folks. I do hope that you have found it useful and informative. And until next time, stay safe, folks.